By nightfall, these hills will be swarming with
DAO. Welcome back to Heroes and Whiskey. We are 3D printing our way through the D&D 5e Monster Manual, and today we are printing monster number 96, the DAO. So as we're headed into this first genie episode looking for a DAO, what I really was doing, kind of like we did with the elemental episode, is I would really like to find a set of the 4 genies that all look like they go together. And so even though we're just looking for a DAO in this episode, what I'm really looking for is a set of all 4 genies. So let's head out to my mini factory and see what we can find. So there is this Genie's pack from Miniatures Craze. Now it's got 3 different type of genies, so it doesn't have all 4. But what I really like about this set is it has both the human form and the genie form, so I think that's pretty cool. There's also this one from Heroes and Beasts. It's a pretty cool look. I love the way it's kind of coming out of the lamp down here, but unfortunately they doesn't look like they make other genies. But I really have to give a shout out to Epic Miniatures in this case. They have dozens of genies, including genie sets. They have kind of all 4 elements. They have male, they have female. They seem to be pretty faithful to the designs that are in the monster manual. And as always, Epic Miniatures, it's just a great deal. Some of these are as low as $4, the set for $9, and so honestly you could shop for genies all day long here. And then I came across this really cool one from Mini Monster Mayhem. I really like the way that this guy looks, and it's $9 for 1 genie, which is quite a bit, but the detail looks really insane here. Now I do have to say it looks remarkably similar to this genie from Epic Miniatures, and so and you can see they both kind of have that turban look. Epic Miniatures is an air genie, and this one from Mini Monster Mayhem is the Earth Genie, but they definitely look like maybe they got some inspiration from each other here. But the cool thing about this set from Mini Monster Mayhem is it doesn't come in a set, but they do offer these other genies. And so I really like the way that all of these look, but especially this DAO. And so let's get it downloaded and printed and see what we get. Of course, the DAO are the enslavers of the elemental plane, forcing other creatures to dig for precious gems and rare metals. I love this line from the manual. A DAO isn't happy unless it is the envy of other DAO. And if you're looking for an encounter, here you go.
Rising out of the ground is a formidable genie from the elemental plane of Earth, embodying the power and depth of the underground realms. Encased in armor that mimics the layered strata of the Earth itself, it moves with a dignity and strength that commands the very stones to shift in its presence. With eyes that gleam like precious gems, it wields control over rock and gemstone, crafting them into weapons or barriers with but a thought. Upon detecting the party, the DAO's expression hardens and the ground trembles beneath its feet as it prepares to summon the Earth's wrath, ready to reshape the very battlefield to its advantage.
So this guy turned out every bit as twisted and menacing as I had hoped. It looks nothing like the DAO in the manual, but occasionally I'm willing to trade fidelity for table presence, and this definitely has table presence. I'm not sure that my paint job did it justice because I think I lost some of the details around the face, but I really love the mouth of Sauron effect where you can't see the eyes and all you get is a mouth. So just know that if you need a DAO for your campaign, this guy definitely brings a really sinister air to it. In terms of how it printed, it was flawless. It does come in 2 pieces, the DAO and then the base, but you can see that it's got a ton of details, a ton of kind of sharp bits like these claws and all of these wisps of the wind and earth that are coming off. Lots of detail up here in the turban, is that what it's called? But there were no issues with the printing, really a flawless process, and overall I think it turned out fantastic. In terms of size, this looks exactly right. It's supposed to be a large figure, and it definitely is that, about 12 or 15 feet off the ground. You can see the base is a little bit taller than our traditional base, but this size looks perfect. It is a very intimidating figure to drop on the table. In terms of resources, it did cost us $9, which is a little bit for a single figure, but I thought it turned out great. We were able to print it alongside some others that we've printed already, and so we are sitting at $928 spent, and we are still at 39 and a half days of print time. So if you need a DAO, definitely check out this one from Mini Monster Mayhem. I really think it looks fantastic. Next up, we have its heir cousin, the Genie.